That is the show that you are about to hear in just a few days here in Chicago. Hello to you and welcome to Adelante Chicago. I'm Lourdes Duarte. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bienvenidos. We begin today's show with the story of the Puerto Rican Symphony Orchestra. It's been nearly 20 years since the orchestra performed in the U.S., and now Chicago has the honor of hosting the 68-member orchestra. In just a few days, you can be a part of this historic performance. The orchestra is being brought to Chicago with the help of the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts. And joining us with more on this visit, Billy Ocasio. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hey, Lourdes. Thank you so much for this.
This is so cool, so exciting, you know, and I'm wondering how this connection came about, right? I mean, it makes sense when you talk about the arts and music and the symphony, but how did you connect with them?
Well, you know, at our gala last year, I decided to try something out. And so I hired an opera singer and a pianist from Puerto Rico just to see how people would react to it. And the reaction was so amazing. I said, oh, we got to do this bigger. And so I reached out to the Institute of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture in Puerto Rico. It's one of the departments that they have there. And said, I want to bring the orchestra here. We thought about maybe bringing in what I could afford, which was like 35 members.
Which is still pretty amazing, right?
Which is still amazing. And we thought about doing that. But then we landed to Chicago Symphony Hall. And we decided, let's just make history, bring in the full orchestra. And, you know, again, as you said, they haven't been here in the United States, you know, since 2004.
I think it was 2004, yeah.
2004.
And it's the first time that they're coming here to Chicago.
The first time in Chicago. It's an amazing orchestra led by an amazing maestro. And so for us, it's just something that we want to show people. Look, the dimensions of the Puerto Rican people go way beyond. It's not just salsa music, and it's not just, you know, bomba en plena, but there's so much more to us.
And it's so interesting because I think the Puerto Rican Symphony Orchestra is not something that you hear very much about, as you mentioned. What's the history of this orchestra? How much do we actually know about it and the type of music that they're performing?
Well, you know, it's the best in the Caribbean. And not only that, the maestro is from Chile, one of the most renowned maestros. But they have done so much work. I mean, they perform at the Rockefeller Center. They've performed at the Kennedy Center, and they've been nominated twice for a Latin Grammy. So there's so much to them, and we just thought, you know, let's just do this big. Let's give everybody that experience. Our people, you know, we have people who have lived here their whole lives who said, you know, I may go to back to Puerto Rico at some point, but never have been able to. This is our way of sharing with them some of their culture and some of their traditions.
And people are learning something new about the orchestra in Puerto Rico. What has been the reaction from folks here in the community? Are you getting a lot of questions about ticket sales, or is it sold out yet? Kind of where are you in that process?
People are so excited. I mean, it's like, I remember when we first announced it, people were like, oh, wow, we're going to have a black tie champagne sort of night. Maybe we should get a limo, those sorts. People are excited because again, it's something that's a once-in-a-lifetime sort of event. And so not only that, but the ticket sales are really going great. I think the Chicago Symphony Hall, the orchestra there, I think they've done such a fantastic job. And the fact that we're hosting this, not at any location, but at an iconic location like Chicago Symphony Hall,
It's amazing. Yeah, of course. Let's get the information up on the screen if we have it. Again, it's August 6th, so it's coming up just
Saturday,
in a matter
August 6th.
of days,
That's
really.
Right. That's right.
If folks are interested in tickets or connecting with you about learning about the orchestra, where should they go?
Well, you could go to the museum website, but you should go really, if you want to buy tickets, go to the CSO.org website. That's Chicago Symphony Orchestra website. They have everything, all the tickets are on sale there.
Okay. How much do you know about the type of music that they're going to perform? Do you know what they put together for us? I'm sure you've learned a little bit about it.
I've learned so much. I didn't know there's so many dimensions that existed to our people, but I've learned a lot about it, and the pieces that they're doing are just unbelievable pieces.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you there. Before we go, I also want to mention about the Puerto Rican flags in the Humboldt Park community, which I've always thought that they were landmark, had that landmark status, and I think a lot of people probably thought the same thing because they've been there for decades now. You are just now receiving landmark status. How did that come about?
Well, I put those flags up there. I gave them as a gift to the Puerto Rican community on January 6, 1995, which happens to be Three Kings Day. And so I gave them as a gift. Never thought that they were going to be so big, but the city council, the city, and other elected officials got together and said, we need to give them a landmark status. And so here we are, 27 years later.
30 years later, it's finally happening.
Yes.
And how will this help you in preserving those flags? What will it give you the ability to do?
Well, there'll be monies available now to make sure that they are restored every 10 years. And, because of the sun and Chicago's winters, the flags need to be repainted. They need to receive that ultraviolet coating on them. But, it's just something that people feel so proud about. I mean, every Puerto Rican that comes from Puerto Rico says, you need to do a Mecca trip to Chicago to see how you form a Puerto Rican community.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Billy Ocasio, who's been joining us with the National Museum of Puerto Rican Arts and Culture. I know you've got lots of great things coming up with the museum. Anything else that you want to tell us about?
Well, we're going to have one of the most exciting, priceless exhibits coming to Chicago. It's 21 priceless Puerto Rican paintings dating back to 1786. We're going to unveil it to the public on September 20th.
Okay, lots going on. Again, the Symphony Orchestra coming to Chicago on August 6th. And then, of course, you've got the landmark status for the Puerto Rican flags in Humboldt Park. Billy, we appreciate your time. I'm sure we will talk to you again soon.